Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out another official music video from Diana Ankudinova. Alright, this is called It Is Here. So I believe this is... I could be totally wrong. Just right off the bat, I'm going to say this. Just blurting out things that could be totally wrong. But I think this is an original piece of hers, not a cover. Of course, she does a lot of covers, and I've reacted to some of them, and she's fantastic at it. But I think this is an original song of hers, so you guys will have to correct me if I'm incorrect. And if I am, I apologize for spreading misinformation. But I think that this is original, and this is not a live performance. This is a actual music video. And again, I've reacted to live performances of hers, I've reacted to music videos of hers, and generally, one of the things I found is that regardless of whether it's a music video or a live performance, she always incorporates really beautiful visuals. So I'm excited to see what this is going to be like. It's been a while since I've reacted to anything from her. Now, this video premiered in 2025, so it is relatively new, within the last few months, at most. So yeah, I'm excited to see what we have here. Just quickly, I do want to say that I do have a Patreon, so if you're interested in supporting the channel at all, or getting early access to reactions, or being able to recommend things for me to react to in the future, please do consider checking it out. I do have the $5 tier, which gives you all early access to my videos, as well as all the full-length reactions and everything else, so deal. But if you just want to hang out with me at YouTube here, I also appreciate that, and any subscriptions or likes or comments very much help with the algorithm, so always appreciate it. Before I get into it, just a quick apologies if you hear any meowing. One of my cats is running around meowing right now, and I don't know what he is doing. So I think my filters are gonna, my sound filters are gonna prevent that from being heard, but if not, sorry. Cat life. Alright, let's get into this. Diana Ankudinova, It Is Here. Here we go. See what I say about the visuals. Look at her. And that's her hair? That's like hair trails? Oh, it is. Wow.
Мне говорят, нету такой любви. Мне говорят, как все, так и ты живи. Больно много.
Wow. Wow, she looks gorgeous. With the snow falling, and then that statue in the background, she's like bringing to life. God, why is she so gorgeous? The green lampshades with the grass and the moss and the vines. Her voice is just amazing. It's just so much depth to it, so rich. Woo! The hand thing. Oh! No, it's like she's actually being, like, growing into it. That's gorgeous. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out about the owl. Ooh. I love when she gets like deep into lower registers. Oh,
В сердце моем теплым живет птенцом, в жилах моих жгучим течет
almost like everything that she does. I love the reflection there. Just the facial expressions, the way she embodied all of these songs. Get up into the higher register too. The contrast between the high and the low. I like this beat. She has such a unique voice, and I don't think other people could easily pull off a song like this that has so many sections of it that are just relying on not even any lyrics, just the melodic.
Мне говорят, как все, так и ты живи. Больно многого хочешь, нету людей таких. Зря ты только морочишь и себя, и других.
The piano, just kind of like a soft piano to take us out. Okay, lovely as always. All right, that was Diana Ankudinova. It is here. Now, I'm gonna start off right away with saying I messed up because and I do this way too often. I forgot to look up ahead of time if there was a translation for the lyrics so that I could know exactly what the song was about, what she was talking about. I did not do that, so I do not have any idea what she was actually saying. And I do think that there's sometimes something for just listening to and watching a video like this in another language than when you speak and just kind of taking in the experience of it visually and tonally without knowing exactly what the lyrics are. And I think that you can take some very different things away from it sometimes. It can be powerful in other ways, and I do enjoy that. So I had a good time with it. But sometimes I've done that and been like, oh, here's what I've experienced, here's what I feel, and then people will come back and say, oh no, like the lyrics mean nothing like that at all. It's not even remotely anything to do with that. You're way off base. So I probably should have looked that up ahead of time so I could follow along, and I didn't. So sorry about that, guys. If you would like to in the comments, let me know anything about the lyrics, and what she was talking about specifically in this song. Feel free, and I would appreciate it. But for me, again, this is just another example of something that I've said with everything that I've reacted to from her in the past, that she has a very ethereal look and feel, and it's hard to describe. I don't know the exact right way to put it into words, but it feels like as though she somewhat casts a spell over you with her voice and the visuals that she chooses to put out there, especially because they're often very natural in different ways. They incorporate nature, the elements, different animals, and this was not only was this not an exception, this was a perfect kind of representation of all of that. Because of course we have multiple different sort of natural or elements being represented in different parts of this video. I think that my favorite part was probably the second time that they went back to the green room, where there were like the lights hanging down, and they had green cloth coverings, but then there was also kind of these vines and moss growing everywhere, And the second time you went back to it, she was no longer standing. She was sitting against what, I don't know if that was a desk or a pool table or what it was, but she was sitting against it. And they had the moss growing up onto her and onto her face and connecting her to the table. So she was actually just becoming, like, growing into a part of that landscape. And the way that it was done on her face as makeup was so beautifully done. And I felt like that one image was like the perfect encapsulation of a lot of the feeling of her music to me, that she's almost like, I don't want to say like a earth witch or like a wood witch or something like that, because I don't want to put the word witch out there can have very negative connotations, but almost like a earth spirit that enchants you. You know what I if you know what I mean? That's kind of like the feeling that she always gives off to me. So she is bewitching, though not a witch, if that makes sense. And so I thought that was beautiful. Again, as well as the contrast with the white and the falling snow, and the incorporation of the owl, I loved. Again, I know, like, magical sort of element, natural. So I thought that this was very beautifully done. She just, like I said, she captivates me, she enchants me. I just get caught up listening to her voice and the way that she's able to embody the songs so that it feels like it's a part of her. Is a really unique thing that I don't get from a lot of artists. So I always love getting to check out stuff from her. And again, I apologize if the lyrics are like nothing to do with anything that I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I should have looked them up, but these are just the feelings that I get from looking at this, and the contrast of all the different elements and natural parts and sides of life. So all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. As always, if you have questions or comments for me, or if you have recommendations for other things I should react to, please do leave them down below. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.